24 years to discover that Disney built underwater elevators that took guests thousands of feet into the ocean.
These elevators that went thousands of feet into the ocean were called hydrolators. This was the Living Seas Pavilion, which was opened in 1986, 4 years after Epcot opened, and now you probably know it as the Finding Nemo area. This ride would take you underwater to Sea Base Alpha. They accomplished this effect using kind of the same thing as you see in the stretching rooms at Haunted Mansion, which is absolutely terrifying, still triggers me to this day. And it would have moving walls, shaking ground with vibrations, and crazy sounds pumped in, just descending into the water. Once you're underwater, you would take a sea cab to the base, and this is what we know as the Finding Nemo ride to this day, where the sharks are absolutely terrifying and still get me every time, even though he has a hot voice. I don't know, it's very confusing. But then it would take you to your big aquarium area. After 9/11, Disney saw a very sharp decline in tourism, and so they shut this ride down. Eventually, they turned it into Finding Nemo after it was abandoned for years. But it's all related to this lounge. You see, by the Coral Reef restaurant, you had these lounges that were there for corporate sponsors. Because back in the day, Epcot was sponsored by a bunch of companies, right? And so they made these lounges for people to rest in. And now the hydrolators aren't there anymore, but there is a tribute to them in this lounge by Coral Reef. These were the old doors to the lounge and the hydrolators. This little sign has never been changed since Epcot opened. This old piece of technology was how the members got in. And this pavilion was sponsored by United Technologies, so this is where those employees would sign in. You go into the lounge, and this clock here had a countdown for how people could get into the hydrolator, because the people from the lounge had a separate elevator from the people who are also going to Sea Base Alpha, who were just civilians. You can still see this to this day.